This is Rob Tupper for Boxing Social in association with BetVictor. Delighted to be joined here today by Charlie Edwards. We're here at the Whyte-Chisora 2 Undercard press conference ahead of his WBC World Flyweight title challenge against Christopher Rosales. Charlie, how are you?
I'm great, Rob. Thanks for having me on the channel. I ain't seen you or catched up with you in a long time, so it's good to get the interview back on with you. And yeah, I feel great. Everything's gone smoothly. I'm in the best shape of my life. I know a lot of fighters say it, but I can well and truly hold my hand on my heart and say I'm so ready for this. Not only physically, mentally, I'm emotionally, and I'm even spiritually ready for this. I believe I'm going to bring that title back on Saturday night, and I can't wait.
Well, you mentioned that we haven't spoken for a while. I actually had somebody interview you in Kuala Lumpur at the Manny Pacquiao fight since the last time, and you were talking about world titles then and potentially dropping down in weight. Now you've done that. How's it gone? How's preparation been? You've dropped down in weight for this fight. Weight been okay?
Weight's been so easy. I don't know if you've seen me at the press conference. I'm still taking on water. I've done everything right, and it's because I've had a very, very long camp. When we went out to Kuala Lumpur to look at Miflay Maruti, it was the IBF title. That's the and ahhing what we was going to do. And from then, I come back from there and I started training. I started preparing myself, knowing that I'm going to be back down at flyweight. And I've been eating a really good diet. I've been taking on a lot of fluids, and I'm doing it the best I've ever made weight. And that's why I would say I'm not overconfident, because I don't want it to come across as arrogant. Like Eddie said, I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself, but it's not. I just believe. I believe in myself, and I'm not by all means saying that Rosales is going to be an easy fight, because it's not. He's a legit world champion. It's going to be a very tough fight, but I know I'm ready now.
That's obviously your second crack at a world title. We fought John Riel Casimiro back in August 2016. Just how different are you now compared to the Charlie Edwards that boxed Casimiro?
I want to say I was a kid, but I still look like a kid. So, but 2.5 years in the boxing gym, and I'm an ultra professional. I'm always in the gym. I'm always learning. It made me realise what I had to do to get to the level I am at now, and I'm a completely different fighter to then, and I'm really looking forward to showing that.
Christopher Rosales is somebody who's boxed on these shores before. He's boxed Cal Yafai, had Andrew Selby over. Obviously, the last time we saw him in the ring, he knocked out Paddy Barnes. How much are you taking from those fights? Are you a studier of fights? Are you looking into those fights in depth, or are you kind of doing what you're doing and going into the ring?
I believe that winners focus on winning, and if you're focusing on the other person and you're focusing on their weaknesses, then you don't have full belief in yourself. I've obviously watched the Paddy Barnes fight when it was live, but since then I haven't watched the Christopher Rosales fight at all. I leave that to my coach. He structured the game plan, and all I'm doing is listening. I'm doing things in the game plan that I don't even know I'm doing, because he doesn't overcomplicate things, my trainer Grant Smith. He doesn't try and put too much pressure on me. He's turned the screw for such a long time in this training camp, and things that I'm doing are shocking myself. I didn't ever think I could do what I was doing, and with the sparring from Tom Bell, who's a super bantamweight, 5'10", so we've overcompensated on height and reach then. He's 6-0, and we brought over Karim Gouifi from France, who is a bantamweight. He's fought for a world title, European champion, and a very similar style to Christopher Rosales. So we've left no stone unturned, and I really believe it's my time, and I can't thank every one of my sponsors enough for making this job so much easier for me, not making me have to stress financially, supporting me. Especially a big thank you to my sponsor from GoPack, who flew over my sparring partners and paid for it all. And the support I've got and the team I've got around me, it's my time.
In your last fight against Anthony Nelson, you kind of showcased, you've always been kind of labelled as somebody who's not very much of a puncher. Your last fight, you showed that you can punch a bit. Impressive performance where you had him over a few times. Is it important for you in this fight, you're going in against somebody like Rosales, who's known as a puncher, that you show him early in the fight that you also carry some power?
I was never a puncher, and that's the sole reason behind that was, although everyone say I had good footwork, I had terrible footwork. I was fighting on reactions and movement, but my coach, Grant Smith, made me do my footwork drills time and time again. And at first, when I was going to the gym, I felt like a novice. The little kids were doing it better than me, but it's helped me set my feet. And when I set my feet at the right times and let my punches go, I am a puncher. And I believe that you'll see a big performance on Saturday night. Yes, Rosales is a puncher, but I've been in with the likes of Ryan Burnett, who's a massive puncher at bantamweight. That Karim Guifi is a massive puncher at bantamweight. I've overcompensated for everything, and I'm ready. I've been in with Casemiro, a massive explosive puncher. When I was a young kid with so inexperienced and so naive to the sport, and I know what it's like to taste them punches, and I'm ready. Like I said, I can't say it enough, I'm ready, and I'm just dying and itching for Saturday night to come. But I feel like this time, calm, cool and collective. I know what I've got to do. I'm not nervous, I'm not jumped up, I'm not too excited. I'm just taking it all in my stride.
Just final word on the main event, Dillian Whyte versus Whyte-Chisora in their heavyweight rematch. How do you see that fight going?
I believe Whyte will do it this time. He didn't even have to take the fight, so he wants to prove to everyone how much better he's got. It'll be an interesting fight because we don't know what Chisora is going to be like training with David Haye and how fit and strong he's got. So it's going to be an interesting fight, but I believe Dillian Whyte has gone up a lot of levels, and I think he'll box a cuter and cleverer fight this time round.
Okay, well, Charlie Edwards, always a pleasure catching up with you. Let's not leave it so long next time. Best of luck as you step into the ring on Saturday night and challenge for the WBC World Flyweight title against Christopher Rosales.
Thank you, and thank you for having me on the channel.